Aloha, this is Robert Stehlik with Blue Planet Surf. Thank you for checking out our new Kickstarter campaign for our killer new Kai Zen Paddle. We're super stoked about this paddle. It's got many unique features, so check it out. This is actually our second campaign. Our first one a couple years ago, we were doing inflatable stand-up paddle boards. And thanks for everyone who supported us in that campaign. This is my original prototype. It's a real rough prototype, and I've used it in the Molokai race this year, and I've been testing it a bunch. So it's kind of seen some reviews. Alex makes from Native Living Customs, help make the original samples. So having the design on a 3D file is really nice because then it allows you to make small changes to the curves of the paddle, the exact shape, the outline and the profile and everything. The traditional paddle is always made with three parts. It's the blade at the bottom, handle at the top, and usually the blade and the handle, these two parts are molded parts, and then the shaft itself is basically carbon rolled on a mandrel and then pressed and rolled in a machine. It has a blade part, middle part, and a handle part. All three parts are molded parts. So there's no rolled mandrel part. These are all molded. So by doing that, we're able to incorporate features that usually you can't do on a paddle. So it's easy to take it apart and travel with it as well. So basically travel, shipping it, and so on makes it much easier to have that three equal sized pieces and not a long shaft in the middle. Also makes it makes it easier to switch out components. If something breaks, you can just replace one part of it instead of the whole paddle.
This is our 2016 Kaizen Blue Planet paddle. It's been a couple years in the making. Rob and Alex from Native Living Customs have been working on the design, doing a lot of R&D, doing a lot of water testing with this thing. Ultimately, when you're designing a paddle, the main thing you want to do is decrease the amount of water turbulence from the paddle and enable it to optimize fluid dynamic performance. This paddle has a lot of unique features built into the paddle to do exactly that. Starting at the tip of the blade, we have a pointed off blade. What this guy enables the paddle to do is to break the water tension or the surface tension when the blade's entering the water. If you think about it, when you're diving into a pool, diving into the ocean, you always want to have your hands or your head come to a point just to break up that surface tension, allow the body or the paddle to enter the water easier. So that's already the first component that's going to increase the fluid dynamics of this paddle. Transitioning down from the tip of the blade, we got a deep concave at the very tip. This guy's going to increase the amount of hold that the paddle can create in the water, while enabling for you to just generate more propulsion because you're grabbing onto more water. Going down from there, we have an exaggerated dihedral design with a double concave on each end of that dihedral design. Dihedral designs are all about decreasing the flutter of the paddle. Whenever you're paddling through the water, if you have a flat blade, a lot of times that blade flutters back and forth through the water. So that's ultimately going to decrease the amount of forward propulsion you're generating. So a dihedral design cuts down on that, enables the paddle to go smoothly forward to back, optimizing that forward propulsion. From here to here on the paddle is one of the biggest places in the market. You see poorly designed paddles. If there's any hard edges, any hard surface, any sharp angles, when that blade's entering the water, when the paddle's transitioning from air to water, it's going to create a lot of turbulence, create a lot of air, and ultimately that's slippage or flutter. Bottom line is it's not optimizing the fluid dynamics or the performance of the paddle. So when Rob and Alex were designing this paddle, they wanted to make sure they took into account the fact that fluid dynamics around the neck of the blade is very important for how that paddle transitions from air to the water.
With your support, we'll be able to make this really cool new paddle a reality. So we're counting on you to help us out. Aloha, see you on the water, and hopefully with the new Kai Zen paddle.